Hi everyone, welcome to the English conversation. Our topic for this week is music, and we are going to talk about some Spanish and German dances. First of all, we are going to give some information, and then later we are going to show you how to dance them.
Yes, this is why we are here in Malisal. We know that some of you are really experienced dancers. We hope that this is interesting for you anyway. And yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The first dance that I'm going to talk about is chotis. It's from Madrid. So I'm from Madrid, so it's typical. And the chotis is not original from Spain. We copied it. It was born in Bohemia with the name of German polka, and it was known as chotis. But we changed the name to chotis, like Madrid's name, because it was a dance from peasants living in Scotland. That's why it was called like Scottish. It was introduced in Spain in the 19th century in one of the Queen Elizabeth II festivities and in the Royal Palace of Madrid. And to make it more typical of Madrid and to adapt it to the customs of the capital, the organ was also introduced. So this is what it made also the difference, and it always accompanied the dances that were held at the popular festivals. And over the time it was called chotis, as it is known today, and it is nowadays one of the emblems of the capital, along with the shouts of the waffle makers, who also offer these sweets in these popular festivals. That's why we eat waffles at that time, like in this festivity. And Madrid chotis was so popular, as I said, in the 19th century, and it reached also the Americas and gave rise to other folklore dances, such as the French, Italian, Austrian, and Brazilian. And the chotis, as you will see, is a couple dance, which goes at the rhythm of the organ, and the couple are face to face, and the men are called chulapos, and the women are called chulapas. And yes, it's in San Isidro. This is called the festivity, the 15th of May. And the clothing is very important, and I will send you with the email a video of the people dancing that you can see their clothes. Now I'm going to show you how to dance chotis. It's a couple dance. Wiebke will be the man and I will be the woman. And she also wants to learn, of course. And well, the man and the woman, they have different steps. As I will show you, the man does only one step, which is, I don't know, Wiebke, you can show them?
Yeah.
It's only moving with both feet at the same time and giving around. This, like this. Only this step.
And
yes.
always I move like 1/4.
Yes, quarter.
1.
Yes.
2.
So I lead him. When I finish my step, the man has to do it at the same time. And for women, okay, we are going to start with the left leg. You put the left leg forward, and then with the right leg behind, you do like a tick on the floor, and you give a turn, and then this tick, give a turn, this tick, give a turn. Give. Okay, so we did 4, and it's all the time like this. This is the first step. Okay, the second step is also giving like around to turn. The man does the same, also here, and the women change. But we have to continue to do the quarters. So I have to take smaller steps. So we put the left forward, then the right, and then the left behind, backward, and I stay. So it's left, forward, right, and left, backward, okay? And like this, like this, like this. So 1, 2, 3. Well, so I don't know if you can see it, but first the left leg is forward, and then when you put here, the left leg is backward, and again like this. But you always have to do a quarter. So maybe we can say, like, show you another time, only to see. So 1, 2, 3, so like this. Okay, so this is the second, and finally the third, which is for both the same. Now the man changes. So it's very easy, and it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So we women start with the right forward, and you with the left backward. And first is 2 slow, counting 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then back 2, 1, 2, 3. This is easy. And then you can combine them. For example, we can do the 3 of them. Okay, we start with the first one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the last one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's everything.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now, of course, you showed me the dance. So you were more the leader, even though you were the woman. But normally in the dance, is it true that the woman is also the leader or the man? Because the woman does a lot more.
Yes. I don't know, like in other dances, in general, men leads women. Yes. So this is true that this is the difference. I also wanted to say that women, she leads the man, and the man has to do the basic steps. Also, depending on when the women turn.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay, thank you. So, about Germany and dancing, I looked at a data collection from 2017 about dancing in Germany, and it found out that approximately 51% of Germans dance regularly, so more or less half. The most popular dancing is dancing without any kind of set pattern or without any kind of style, or like without any rules, I would say, like you would dance in a disco, for example, and this is done especially by young people. I think this is no surprise, but it is followed by set pattern dances, as we call them in German. I found this translation, set pattern dances, and also Latin American dances. So these two categories are also very popular in Germany between the dancers. And only 13% of the dancers know how to dance traditional German dances, and to me this is no surprise, because I don't even know what kind of traditional German dances there are. Like, it's not something very common, I would say, especially because there are also different dances depending on the region in Germany. Like, I suppose here also with Moravia and Bohemia, like there are different dances. And I also found out, which I thought is interesting, that going to a ball is not as popular in Germany as it is here. When I came here and people told me, oh, we could go to a ball, I was like, oh my god, really? Like, this exists here? Like, I was very excited, because in Germany it's not so popular. Only 6% of the people, of the dancing people, I think also, visited a ball in this season 2016-2017, so not that many. Okay, and the dance that I'm going to show you today is the so-called disco fox. This is not a set pattern dance, and also not a Latin American dance. This is like a in-between dance, I would say, between disco dancing and set pattern dances, because it is like very easy. You can dance it to any kind of music, like it's on a 4/4 beat, and it's normally the dance that when you're young, you learn the first dance because it is so easy and because it is between all these dances. So this is also the first kind of couple dance that I learned because it is a couple dance. It originated in the 70s when people dancing in the disco got back to like the traditional couple and the traditional pose of the couple dance, but they mixed it with elements from swing, from boogie woogie, and two-step, which I don't even know. So they mixed all these dances, and Disco Fox was founded or developed from this. And the first really competitions were held in the 80s. Yeah, and the name Disco Fox is mostly popular in Europe. In the US, for example, they have other names for a similar kind of dance. So now it is time for the Disco Fox. I am still the man, Irene is the woman. And we are going to show you first the basic step. You can train this with or without a partner. I think we are going to start directly with the partner. Of course, the position. And then the man starts with his left foot forward, and the woman starts with her right foot backwards. So we go 3 steps, and then we do a tap. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then we tap next to our foot. We don't go full step, we just tap with, well, I with my right and you with Irene with her left foot. We tap next to the foot, and then with the same foot we start the way backwards. Again, 1, 2, 3, tap. And this is the basic step. So you can do it however you like how often you like. So let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. So you always have like 4 counts. This is the basic step. If you have this really, you know how to do it, you can also try and go in a circle while doing the basic step, but we won't show you now. And then the first step, that is like the first figure, as we would say, is the turning of the lady turning, as we call it in German. So you start normal with the basic step. So we go 1, 2, 3 steps. So, and if we are when we are here, we have done it one time. The man needs to raise his left arm, and the woman turns around, but the man just continues to go back. So I go back normally, and Irene does a turn that we are going to explain you now. First, we show you one time. So, are you ready for it?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. And we are back in this position, and we can go backwards again. 1, 2, 3, tap. Like we do normal. So, the turn.
Okay.
Do you want to explain this?
Okay, yes. Okay, you put forward the left leg.
Yes.
And then you put the right leg, another step. And then in this moment, you turn, and then you put again the left, and again the right, and you stay in this position.
So you should be next to each other, standing next to each other, holding your hand.
We can do it again.
Yes.
Okay. So to show you again, we start.
I can leave this directly.
Okay.
So
we start. So left, right, left, right.
And then, yes, and then you go back. How do you go back? Yes.
Then we start with the right. We finish with the right. Do you remember? You finish with the right, and you start again with the right. So right, left, right, left. And yes, we finish with a tap, and we stay in the position of the beginning. Okay, so again, to come back, we finish with the right. So 1, 2, 3, tap.
And then you continue, well, the man backwards, the women forward. So 1, 2, 3, tap. And like I said, the whole time the man just goes back and forth. So this is the easy part. You just have to turn the woman and turn her back with your left arm. But this is everything. Like you continue to step forward, backwards, like normal. Okay, we can do it all together, maybe one time.
Okay.
So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Turn. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. And so on. This is the basic step and the basic lady turn. Okay, and then there are many figures in disco fox, but for most of the figures you need to get from this position into the position like this, where you have your hands intertwined in front between your bodies. So to get there, it's easy. You are here. You do the basic step. We can do it maybe one time. 1, 2, 3. And then when you are back in the position before, the man just does it one time on, like in the same position. He doesn't leave this place where he's standing, but the woman goes back like normal. So we have 1, 2, 3, tap. This is it. And our hands are between our bodies. Normally maybe you shouldn't go back so far, so it's not like so uncomfortable, but yes, these are the little things. And from this position, you can do many things. For example, we can both turn at the same time. So, the man goes with his right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the woman does the same as the lady turn. You do the same movement. But this time the man does it at the same time. So we go, I explain it. Your right leg, this is for the man, your right leg, your left leg. You completely turn around. You are standing now on your right and tap with your left. And then you go back, left, turn, left again, and tap. So, together it should look like this.
And the woman does the same as before.
As before. Now only it's a little different because you stay connected with your hands.
Okay.
So you lift your left hand and this stays connected. So we will explain the arms after this. Okay. So you have this also when you tap and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
The position.
And yes, you should be directly next to each other. Your hands should be behind the woman's back and over the head of the man, like this. So when you are here, you go back. The woman goes back like in the lady turn, and the man goes back. Left leg, completely turn around. Right leg, left, and tap with the right. So it's always easier. I think this is for almost every dance. Like if you do smaller steps, because then you don't.
Now it's because we are showing it.
Yes. Let's do everything one time together. 1, 2, 3, tap. 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 And then the man can pull the woman again towards him by dancing again on in the same position, not the steps, only like this. And the woman moves forward. He just needs to pull her in. Okay, so this was a disco fox. I know it can be complicated the first time trying it, but maybe the ones of you who have some experience already got it. So I hope you like this.
Now I'm going to talk about another typical dance in Spain, but it's among the young people mainly. And its origin also is not from Spain, it's from Latin America. Almost every young people know this dance, but it's true that older people, they don't know it because they don't like to dance it. And it's called reggaeton. And as I said, it's from Latin America. It comes from Puerto Rico in the beginning of the 90s. And it derives directly from Jamaica reggae, but also is a variant of Spanish reggae and hip hop, and also influenced by Latin rhythms, and also it has the rhythm basis of the reggae dancehall, which is known as dembow, and it's originally from Jamaica. People from abroad, they also always tell me that it's like a kind of rap with rhythm, and it's true. It depends also on the kind of reggaeton, because there are different styles, like slower or more like rap. And as a curious fact, the reggaeton genre began by calling itself under in Puerto Rico because it was illegally distributed among young people due to the explicit content of its lyrics and the language they used. So it's true that the language they use and the meaning of the lyrics are not very, I don't know how to say, are a little bit sexist and always in relation to women's body, like love but women's body and physical attraction. This is everything for today. We hope you enjoyed our dance lessons.
Yes, we hope it was understandable. And yes, see you next week in another conversation. Enjoy the weekend and stay healthy.
Bye.
Bye.